Oh, guys, so okay, today, hi. Don't worry about it. Oh my God. So today I'm learning about relationships. I'm talking about, I heard a reading that actually brought something to my mind. Like, what about relationships? Like, what am I not getting? What am I not getting? What I'm not getting is, if you want your relationship to last, if you don't want it to last, of course you're going to exit out here because you really just don't care. You just want somebody to, sit there and give you this, that, a piece of ass, and I want somebody to love me. But you know what? Unless you love yourself, then I promise you, you won't get exactly what you need. My dog is a Cancer. He's very strong Cancer. He's very needy. Like, very needy. I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarian. How do you think this is going to work out? When you learn that the relationship with your dog actually reflects the relationship you have with other people, you learn something. If you love your dog more than you love the man you sleep with, then that's actually a childhood wound. If the dog loves you more than you love yourself, that's a childhood wound. But I also learned that dogs can come with emotional issues as well. Truth. He came with emotional issues, like he's afraid of abandonment. He gets afraid if I leave, if I go to my room or sleep in my own bed, 2:33, that I'm going to all of a sudden leave him where he's at and he's never going to get back. Like right now, he can sit at my feet and be calm, but he wants on my couch knowing he's going to pee. And no. Can you sit, please? Sit. I gave him something soft and nice and chewy to lay on. He doesn't want that. I gave him a chew bone. He doesn't want that. I gave him some water. He doesn't want that. If I put food in front of him, he probably won't that either. On the food thing. He likes food like I like food. He's a foodie. But he has very bad detachment issues. I'll show you. There he is. He's not happy with his own bed. He's not happy with his own water. He's not happy with his own chew toy. He's not happy with his own bone. He's not even happy with a chicken bone. He's not happy with a kennel. He's not happy. The only way he's happy is laying next to me in his bed. He has very bad attachment issues. 404. He's just not. If I'm laying in my bed, he's laying in his bed. He cries all night and keeps me up all night. And I end up with bags under my eyes while he slept all the hours he wanted to and then woke up so he can yelp until I woke up too. Attachment issues. Codependency. And I'm just saying this because it's not just about a dog. You know the person that calls you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And if you say, baby, let me call you back in 30 minutes, and then you call him back, even if he's going to be exactly for 44 or 30 minutes, when you call him back, they called you back in 15. It's codependency. Like, it's like, I need your energy. I need your energy. I need your energy. 4:55 on the clock. I need your energy. it's not even about a respect thing. Some people, they do real wild things when they don't get your energy. So you try to focus on, let's say you and this person are focusing on one thing. Let's say you're trying to build a house from the ground up. But you know you need the money. So you're out there busting your behind. And the person out there busting their behind. But then they get mad because you ain't going to answer a phone call because you busting your behind. So then they do something self-sabotaging. But we all have the same goal, to work our ass off, come home, sit down, watch some Netflix, and make some love. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to believe what comes out of somebody's mouth. I love you. But if the I love you never comes, then you're just speaking tongues to somebody that is never going to commit to you. That's what I keep telling everybody around, like who they want so bad to come back to them. Please come back to me. Please come back to me. I can't even tell you I was that person. I'm not even lying. And sometimes I catch myself still in that feelings because everything is a process. But one thing I can say is, if you didn't come back, it just shows that I was right. 707 in my chat. I was right. The only thing you saw is your shoulder and your ass, and I'm a heart. I beats. The only thing you saw is your shoulder, your ass, and your bank account. I'm a heart. I beat. I'm more than a pair of lips. I don't have a vagina on my face. Can you see me smile? Are you just seeing the idea of how my lip feel when I taste? See, it's the issue. And I know. That's why I'm celibate right now. It had been so long. I just 808 put myself out there and just, it took me 4.5 seconds when I decided to put myself out there to catch a fish. About 3 of them. Somebody had my phone number. I don't even know him. I'm like, I'll pay your bills. I'll be any kind of I still got it on my phone right now. I'll show you. It was just like the day before yesterday. And I was just like, you know what? Do you see the value on me? Because I see it in myself. And I'm not for sale. I am not for sale. 8:55 on the clock. You can't buy me a $15 lunch or a $30 batch of roses. Show up at my house that morning. By the nighttime, you're going to end up in my bedroom. That is not exactly how dating works. There's like a rush into a relationship. Then the next morning, you going to talk shit to me like, you own me. Like, yo, it means something to me. Wait a minute. Show yourself how much you value yourself. Because now, at this point, I sure don't value you either. This is my body. This is my house. And this is my steeple. This is the one thing in the world that if I lost all of my possessions that God gave me, is my back, my neck, my eyes, my lips, my hours of breath. I'm sorry. Tell me once again. Your worth and how you think, what you think I am, 10, 11 on the clock. You know, people keep saying that, okay, maybe I'm closed off emotionally. No, it's just that I'm tired of motherfucking pages. I'm tired of lower half court cards and then minor arcana. I'm tired of the minor arcana and the court cards. I'm tired of the devil energy, 1044. I'm tired. Can we move up in the arcana? Maybe to an empress, to a hierophant, to one of the ace cards that I really need in my life right now. Because even standing on my own and doing on 11 on the clock and doing it on my own back, I'm still a king. So can we please move up in the hierarchy? Why do I have to go down to somebody that needs me more than I need them? Why can't we just be okay to say, I don't need anything, you don't need anything, we can just coincide together? If she wanted to go home, take her ass home. I promise you to have somewhere to stay out the weather. It's hot out here. You ain't gotta live under the bridge. And where the hell do you go from empress to wanting a monkey? Okay, I quit. Watch your mouth, B. Sometimes I just be like, how do you not love yourself? Love yourself and love yourself alike. A pair of lips will say anything. A page will hurry up and treat you like you're a queen. But what if you're a king, an empress, or a goddess? Then that page is just gonna never ever be enough. That means that you as a page has less than I do. And this has nothing, 1313, to do about money. It has to do about ambition, time, devotion, energy, ecstasy. What are you willing to put into what you want? Hello. I'm sorry. If you want in a door, you know what? You can have that door. Take my front door right along with you as you park that shit. Take that shit to your house. You can have my door. It swings backwards and forward. I go in it and out it. I know it all the time. You can have my door. You ain't about to come up in here and treat me like a hoe. If you come up in here, all of a sudden, I buy a pack of cigarettes, about 10 of them missing. 14. All of a sudden, I find a whole 4 Black and Miles and I only smoke one of them. All of a sudden, I have all this extra income in stock and investments, and all of that shit is gone. Some of that shit is gone. I don't even know where it went. I know I had this many of them, and now I have this many of them, and my stock is gone. Now you looking at me like, where the fuck you gonna get some more money from? What the fuck you doing with the fuck you stole? Can you give it back? 14, 15 on 55 on the clock. I need to stop that. Enough said. If I put the effort into you and then you sit here and just act like I'm willing to foo-foo and gonna take it, then why am I putting in my blessings for you? I'll stay blessed. God says you put in the struggle when you were a child. So as you grow up, it's not about praising God. Okay, I was a servant of God and now I'm going to be blessed now. No, I was a servant of God and struggled for Him. Had the worst of everything. I mean, dollar to dime, to parents, to children, to brother, to sister, to mama, to daddy, and even in the foster system. I had the worst of everything. And now I'm going to savor my flavor. Now I have more, honestly, than I ever thought I would have. I started off singing in the choir and as an elementary school dream, the American dream. Then I moved to the cello. I learned the cello and the string bass at the same time. I don't even know how I did that. Like they said, this is the string for the cello. Then I learned the string bass at the same time, in the same grade, in the same class, at the same time. My teacher didn't know what to do with me. At the same time. So I was first chair cellist and I was a first chair string bass player. I don't know what to say what I was. And then when I decided to get adopted, I learned the saxophone, the guitar. I'm learning how to make my own music. I'm learning how to make beats. Hi, sweet. Hold on, give me 1 second and your message will come through and I'll most definitely see it. Don't leave. Or you have to approve it because it says you retracted it. But there's one thing that I've always been since I was a child. I was taught independence, self-worth. Because you know what? There was not a 1744 on the clock, a person in this world. There wasn't a person in this world that had to tell me I was worthy. Where this brain came from. You know what? God, source, angels, thank you so much. 1808 on the clock, and universe gave me my gifts and I just followed them. I've always been an independent person because you know what? When your dependents are jacked from underneath you, then who the heck do you have to depend on? No one. If you never have 1833 on the clock, a stable place to go or a stable place to be, then where the heck are you supposed to get that self-assurance, that confidence? I can do anything. I can fly if God would only send me wings. He sent me everything else. 1855. And I listened to that. I know when I'm on the right track, when there is absolutely no question. I mean, not from a human being, because human beings are powerless to say anything. But Lord Jesus Christ and your angels and your guides will never ever lie to you. 1919 on the clock. They'll never send you or treat you astray. You are what they're trying to develop. You are their ancestry. So why should they lie to you and tell you go this way and that's not where you're supposed to be? See, if you went that way and it's not where you're supposed to be, then it brings misery. But if you go the way that God tells you, then the only thing you have is wealth, abundance, love, prosperity, and growth and ascension, and maybe a little bit of alone time, because it takes you a long time to understand that you're alone, because God needs you to be 20 6:02 on the clock. He needs you to be. Because the reason that you're alone is because with somebody else, they will stop your growth. Because they will not take the time to understand 2020 on the clock that, hey, maybe, just maybe it's not God telling you the shit that you're doing. Maybe it's ego. God said if he came back, it belongs to me, though. Oh, no. That's not what God said. God said how he treats you. How happy were you in the first place when he gave it to you? That was the test. And if you went back, you failed it. If you go back, you failed it. If you sit over there and pray for it, and they promise you, God will give you what you prayed for, just to see if you see yourself worthy enough to walk away from that damn closed door. 2121. So that's the thing. And it's not about bringing fear into anyone's heart. Fact is, if you look at it in like a logical way, it's about sometimes you can love somebody so much, and sometimes you have to break your own heart and let them go out there and live the way they want to live and do what you got to do for your damn self. And if you're on the right path, I promise you, you can only live the best you. But if they're on the wrong path, I promise you, they'll have to live with that guilt and deal with that avenue. You know what an avenue is? That's a street. A bed in which they made, a bed in which they have to lie in. And I'm not just saying, like, I had to lie in my own bed. Everything has consequences. If you don't act with integrity, which some ways I didn't. I have my own integrity to act with, and I mean not to one person. I mean to everybody. But when I got to an integral place, I was willing to act within my own integrity. Who I am, who I was, and who I'm meant to be. That's when things changed. I mean, I started this journey. I had nothing. Look at him. He's just so codependent. It's so sad. But he's just a puppy. Puppies are supposed to be. He just wants his mommy, but he doesn't know how to hold his pee yet. And I ain't peeing on my work couch. I moved it from my living room in here so I could be so comfortable when I spoke on this line. And he came in here and he peed on it. It's like, if I was like Hellraiser, I'd pick him up like by the neck and but I love him too much to do that. He's just so bad. And he loves me too much to just leave me alone. I mean, it's so sad. He could chew on anything. He could chew on the towel I gave him. The water, I put ice in his bowl. He could chew on that. I gave him a dog bone. He could chew on that. But he's sitting over here trying to chew on my fingers because he wants me to let him up there. No! You're not getting up here. You're not going to get up here. I want you to know this. If you pee on my floor, we're on an issue. He has a way about himself that if I tell him no, then he pees somewhere or poops somewhere. As if it's punishment. I pick it up and then I put him in his kennel for 2 hours. Take him outside. If he pees outside, he gets to roam around. But if he doesn't pee outside, I put him right back in it. Hey, that is not it. Don't find nothing mysterious to play with. Just stop trying to think. Stop it. You're a lot. I'm gonna put you in the kennel. Or not? And then I said no. He's a lot. And I said he's very smart. One thing he doesn't like is I have to sit in that kennel. I promise you. And I don't mean to do him bad, but you have to understand what bad is before you can understand good. Have anybody ever raised children? When you raise children, they crawl around everywhere. And there's that one time in their life where they get close to the light socket. Every time you touch the light socket and try to stick something in it, you just tell them, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. But eventually, your child was, if he's hard-headed, like this one, while he's on my lap, sit down and just won't listen to reason, then you have to tell that child, no, 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 one more time. Eventually, while you're not looking, he stick that whatever he got in the light socket. That's what my dog is like. He won't stop to save himself. He's got his own mind. That's why I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep him, because he's a pit bull with his own mind. I mean, someday he's going to either be trouble for me or somebody's going to have to put him to sleep. Sit down. Sit. I didn't do nothing to you but pet you. Sit. Thank you. He listens very well, but you just kind of have to, well, as a puppy should, you have to get his attention. So anyway, let me move right along with my story, because it's supposed to be relevant for someone. I have a dog. It's kind of the point. You have a kid, and you have a kid that just, I mean, water signs are very stubborn. They stuck in either one. There's like 1 or 3 ways a water sign thinks. I know what's best, or once I've made a decision, I'm good with it, or this or that. But it's like a stuck energy. Like, what happened to spontaneity? What happened to maybe I can be me and you can be you? What if you don't know what's best for me? Because you cannot read my mind, nor are you me, nor are you my energy, nor are you my synergy. If I went out without you and committed a crime, can you actually sit in jail for me? So one thing I can say is, why are water signs so controlling? My dog is that way. So that being said, in all this love and all this glory, rounded up to the end is that you can't satisfy anyone. But if you love yourself first and you treat yourself with the utmost respect, I promise you, you will see through everybody's red flags, either make them grow up or you can't be here. I know this sounds like so heartless. It really does sometimes. Sometimes I question my own synergy. But I got here for a reason, because before I got here, I was nothing like this. That nothing like this brought a whole lot of heartbreak. But when I grew up and I said, hey, 30 on the clock, it's time to wake up. And I'm a 3 life path, and it was 30 on the clock. It's time for you to stop accepting every single thing that happens. Act like people don't know what they're doing. They're smarter than you think. But at the same time, they're not as smart as you. You see, my energy says, I am a seer. I see you coming from a mile away. 2 miles, matter of fact. I saw you about 10 miles ago, but I just didn't say that. But when you start trying to flaunt it in my face, that is exactly why I am single and in my own place. Because a person that's not into games, I promise you, and they're really about getting to know you, the bed place is the last thing they think of. What about my brain? Do you like my eyes? Do you like the curve of my lips? Do you like my shoulders? How about when I walk? Do you like the span of my hips? Do you like what we talk about as our conversation worth talking about? Maybe educational, logical. Maybe it came from, I don't know, biblical days, encyclopedias. Is there anything other that you like about me than those lips? And I promise you, those lips can be well taken care of by them damn self. That's why God gave you a way out. But if you give danger a way in, it will come. Because if you are the type of person that puts out the energy that you like everyone, then all you'll get is everyone energy, which means the one you get back is everyone's energy. That's the most non-committal people you'll ever meet. But I'm stronger than meeting with non-committal people. You have demons in your heart that you need to go to church for. Call God upon for. Call your angels, your sources, and everybody else. 33. But if you like, and if you 34, 33, 44 on the clock, if you're with commitment, keep them legs close, because there's a whole bunch of demons out here. It's not even a demons. It's just people with problems that they don't want to admit to themselves that is an issue. And so they sit here and try to push their issue on you. Well, I thought if I bought you breakfast and I would end spend the day with you, and I really hardly even impressed you, that I would end up in your bedroom. And that's like, what is that? What is that? I'm sorry, what'd you say? You end up in my bedroom if you bought me breakfast, a $15, $20 breakfast. You spent $20 on me today. What do I look like, a prostitute? Am I a prostitute to you? I paid your rent last week, so you owe me something. Am I a prostitute? I paid your bill. You owe me something. Am I a prostitute? I'm sorry, wait. Am I a prostitute? When you say it out loud to yourself, I'm about to have sex with a man for some money he paid for me to pay my rent. And put your ear and cuff it up. You know what? That's what my music taught me. My music teacher taught me. If you want to stay in tune, cuff your ear to the instrument, and you can hear every single irrelevant tune, but you can hear every single right one. Excuse me, what did you say? You said I'm a prostitute? That if you offer me your money and anything, I'll come to your hotel room and let you do anything to me? Wait, let me do 2 ears. What? No! No! I say no twice. They keep begging, but I sure get them off my line. And I learned that lesson from the love of my life. And then if they don't like that I said that, and I know that they do watch, I'm so sorry. But you ain't willing to change, and neither will I, for what I believe in. So do I say goodbye. Say goodbye. That's how I feel like. Say goodbye. I don't have to lie to me. And you can't turn everybody's body into a housewife. And that goes for me. That goes for anybody else. And that's not specifically for my situation. Or maybe relevant. It doesn't go specifically for my situation, but it goes for everyone. If you can't get that fool off the phone, every time you turn around, you got to check his cell phone. He didn't talk to his ex. And you still let him back, that's your fault. And think about that. This is BziB, Ace Wands, Higher Funk. Love yourself first before you love anyone.